What is going on, my Nitro Gang peeps? Here's a cold start, Tmaxx 3.3. It's got the OS carb on it. Also has a lightweight aluminum flywheel and aluminum clutches. Just put them on, so we'll see. This is a cold start. Engine's dead cold. I don't have a temp gun with me right now. But here's a trick for you, if you don't know it already. I always take the exhaust hose off, pull it to full throttle, blow through this till I see fuel come in, and then I give it a little more, not too much, but just enough to prime it. And then I stop. These, I've used just about every glow igniter on the planet. The Smart starter right here from Smart Workshop, I have to say, is probably the best one I've ever used. It's pretty good. We'll see if this thing starts up. Ooh, we've got a like a clutch hang right now, a little bit, which is interesting. I did know that when I put it together, I didn't think it was. It seems to be getting worse when I try to start it. But we'll see if we can. We'll see if it wears in after a minute, which I know I shouldn't be doing, but I'm not too worried right now. It's because the clutch. I have this clutch on a different truck. I know exactly what's happening right now. It's rubbing against the flywheel, which is really silly, which is quite annoying too. So we're gonna try it one more time. I don't want to kill the starter because obviously it's rubbing on it. Let's see. Now maybe we can wear it in. You know what I could do? I have an idea. This might be a bit of a short rip right here because it's starting to rain out, but that's fine. It's got waterproof, pretty much everything. Steering servo, throttle servo. You guys are probably starting to lose faith in my mechanic abilities. I tainted them. Found out the collar against the clutch bell and flywheel was thicker with the aftermarket kit, just by a fractional amount, and caused some problems. Look at that. Gotta love it. Whoop, we're running a little rich, which is okay. Oh no, it's starting to rain out. Oh boy. Usually I'll let it idle for a few minutes to heat up, but she seems to be loading up a little. I did just that mid. Oh yeah, she's running rich. Let's clean her out just a little bit on that low end now. In case you're curious, I'm running 10% cool power. It's a 3.3 with an OS carb. The reason I let it idle for a minute, and yes, I know you can buy heat wrap and all sorts of other ways to heat these motors up. I just simply don't do it. After 25 years of doing this, I've never needed it before. I figure why add it now. Now we're running a little lean. All right, now the engine's heated up. It's starting to rain out. Let's bring it down a little bit. Sorry guys, I don't have shoes on. Oh, we're loading up a little bit. lean it out a little bit. You can hear the low end starting to load up a little. The TRX 3.3 I've always found to be a pretty easy engine to tune. Throttle response noticeably better with this lighter clutch bell. The engage is pretty good too. Look at that. Oh, we're running really rich, aren't we? Wow. Give it about a quarter turn. If you're new to nitro, it might take a little longer. You know, I would do 1/8 of a turn. After decades of playing with these, I've become pretty comfortable tuning it pretty aggressively up front. You can hear that nice low idle. Comes down nicely. I like to have it idle low as humanly possible. You can hear it loading up a little bit. I might have to lean out that low end a little more. There you go. No, I'll tell you this. If you are new to nitro, I'm not a fanboy of any particular brand. I own them all. Name something. I've either owned it or currently own it. I've got a couple, I'll just say a few dozen trucks, and I'll say Traxxas does one thing really well. While they have, you know, harmed, oh, I don't have reverse on this one. I do have the switch for it. But while Tmaxx has in fact harmed the community a little bit, they've done something great for the community as well, which is if you're in a residential neighborhood, these trucks are super quiet. I mean, seriously. I mean, they're extremely quiet. You can hear if it doesn't want to come down from idle fast enough on the OS 11. Might lean out that low end a little bit more. Oh, it shut off and I don't have the starter, which is kind of crappy. It's not that bad. I do have a track out back. I call it a track. It's more like a couple jumps. Maybe we can head out there in a couple minutes. Try to rock it. I actually bought this truck used on eBay not too long ago. This is its first official run, which is kind of fun. Thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride here. Ooh, that one-way bearing. I can hear it starting to slip again. Wow, that's interesting. That's a replacement one-way bearing too. We'll see if we got the tune down now. I adjusted a little more on that middle. I try to run it as rich as I humanly can. I don't need maximum power. I'm not Kevin launching these things off of skate ramps. But I have seen him do it. Alright, let's get the body on this bad boy. Maybe raise the idle a little more. It's pretty low. Look at that. 20% nitro. Run a little cleaner in this too. We're running 10% right now. But yeah, Tmaxx has done a really good job making these quiet and fuel efficient. It really doesn't burn much fuel whatsoever. Unless you're going, you know, hammered the entire time, then yeah, you might get 10 minutes out of tank, but I'm usually saying 15 to 20 minutes. There you have it. Pretty good a tune. All right, let's head out back before it starts raining out. Weather's starting to change a little bit out here. We'll see what it looks like in a few. All right, see you in a minute, guys. So we'll see. I recently redid part of the track. Had to move a couple of the jumps around. I really need to outline it better. During the summer it gets so hot here, the humidity is just downright brutal. And I don't play with it as much out here as I probably should. I mean, even the humidity today is 60-something%. It's pretty nasty out. But I quite enjoy coming down here. Typically cooler, humidity down here is usually a little bit lower. I used to have this whole place outlined pretty well, but not so much anymore. No, I have not used these jumps yet. So you guys have seen it firsthand. Some of the redo I did. I moved that jump back and made the berm a little taller. I need to carve it a little bit. Just a couple weeks ago, this was 3-foot tall grass. It was nasty. But normally, I need to put a reverse on this truck too. This is historically where I've always come. For any of you who've seen my shorts, whoo, that jump is way taller than it used to be. If you're seeing these tracks, I don't do any of this by hand. That tabletop is still pretty good, but definitely needs some flattening on the top. Maybe in a future video, we'll pull the tractor out. We'll do some of this. Yeah. I have a new 3.3 in the office. That one I intend to try to keep a little nicer than this one. I'm not overly worried. Woo! It's like a beginner again already. Whenever you change the jumps, they become less predictable. Try to hit the side of it, see what it looks like. It's pretty steep, the angle of it right now. We need to carve that a little bit too. That's a pretty crummy ramp. During the fall, we can go all the way down the back, and there's a big hill, but I need to redo the hill as well. It's all grown in, some trees have fallen. You know, the whole 9 yards. Normally, this used to be my straightaway, so I would come around. That's why there's a whole gap over here. But there's a bunch of crap in the way right now, as you can see. But this used to be my straightaway. I'd come up and around, rip it down straight, get almost to that tree, come back up and around, hit that jump. But I had to tear a lot of this out just to redo it. One thing I can't recommend enough that I don't see a lot of YouTubers really talking about is servos. I'm not buying any crazy, expensive servos, but these .055 20 kilogram servos on Amazon are just killer. The best ones I've ever used for the money. 50 bucks a piece, and they are just crazy fast. I mean, throttle response is just on point. Ooh, look at that. Stalled her out. See if she'll, I do have the glow wire for the TRX starter. Oh, we're slipping on that one-way bearing again, aren't we? I hear it. That's crazy. It's got a brand new one-way bearing too. Look at these giant red ants around here. Yeah, just one way slipping again. We're going to have to put a new one in. Try to get rid of these red ants whenever I can. If they're near me, that is. Wow. It's the one way. You can hear it slipping. I've got a brand new one. What I did was I rebuilt it with a brand new one-way bearing and pressed the old bearing out. My suspicion is that it's spinning. This is the benefit. This is the downside of having, oh, it could be this. No, it says 75%. We're gonna use my shelf. That's what I call it over here. My shelf. There it is. It's fancy. All right. So we're back at it. The downside of having a super low idle is that every once in a while it will stall if it loads up. The benefit of having that super low idle, oh yeah, this is way too tall. We need to carve that down a little bit. Woo, right in the mud. Nasty. It's all right. We'll wash it up. It'll be fine. I had the wheelie bar on it, but believe it or not, I didn't check it and it came right off. I picked it up and wheelie bar just fell off. So, can't always win. Which is fine, but yeah, I really need to do some work on these ramps. And put reverse on this bad boy. A lot of people don't like reverse, they like those forward only kits. Personally, I love reverse. Woo! I think we're running out of fuel too. No, not yet. But we are running a little leaner. Yeah, she's starting to run a little lean. Alright, well, starting to rain out. So that's all we got for today. But tune in next time. So we're going to pull a different truck out. I've got a Sen GST 7.7 that I bought recently. Got a couple of them, but I have one I bought recently. I've been working on. I'm ready. Ready to get that bad boy going too. Alright, see you guys. Just kidding. We're back for another round of look at that jump. By no means are we jumping big because there's a fence, but the jump is angled nicely from the wrong angle here, which is kind of funny. Yeah, the thunder's coming in, but I need that angle on that side. I need a shovel is what I need. The tractor's a little too big to, you know, get it on this side and really make a nice angle. But I'll tell you, these 3.3 Tmaxxes are pretty quick. By no means are they electric fast, but I've got a couple electrics, but I could just never really get into them. Ooh, we stalled again. We're showing off our talents today. Like I said, this is a test truck. First run. So we're still working out some of the kinks. I suspect there might be an air leak somewhere in the engine. Potentially I might have to reseal the back plate or something. The starter is the one-way bearing. Absolutely slipping. You can hear it. If it wasn't slipping, it would have started already. The fuel I'm using is also pretty stale. I'll say that. I'm gonna prime it a little bit. I'm sure there's a lot of heat built in this motor right now, so. Ooh, there you go. I always keep my knee on the back tire. That way if it starts when I'm giving it a little, I usually give it just a little over idle. Wow. Ooh, and our battery's dead. That's it. See you guys.